Today I will recap the movie series Duty After School. At the beginning of the series we are shown a school where everyone was busy with their own work. Some students in the class were handing out papers, and some played outside. Two students are looking at their cell phones and talking about it. A year ago they saw purple balls in the sky. The people who saw them for the first time were very frightened. Looking at them, people felt that this world would end. They all examined the balls together, but they could not find out whence they came. The army also tried to kill them, but their numbers have increased. But when scientists did a lot of research on them, it was found that there was nothing in it which could harm the world. After that, things slowly started to improve. Those dangerous big balls started to take lightly. Then we are shown the boy Yeonju who got off the bus stop, and he went straight to the internet cafe, where he played games. His friends were there with him, who were trying to talk to him. But Yeonju doesn't talk to anyone, because he was top of his class. He didn't like to make friends. On the other hand, a very big ball fell in the army camp, when a soldier named Lichun ordered to shoot. Then there was smoke everywhere. Then strange noises start to be heard there too. We then see the teacher at school, who distributed the results to the children in the class. Yeonju, who was first in class. Then the second boy and girl, who was also the class monitor. The minister told the newspaper on TV, along with education, military training will take place in all schools, and kids who are ready to go to college. All this is very important to them. Now the teacher will give everyone in the class forms to join the army, which the parents had to fill out. To give permission for this, the teacher gave everyone a form and left, but she looked a little worried. Then Yeonju gets into a fight with a boy in class, who were previously jealous of him. The boy in the class can now see it through the window. The army came to their school. All the students will see them and start thinking about what will happen. In the evening, everyone fills out the forms to join the army from parents in their homes. The boy who also fought Yeonju in class, he was very spoiled. He didn't even want to undergo military training, but his mother forcefully tells him to go. In the morning, all the students packed their things and reached the school, because now they had to stay in school. Lichun comes to class and introduces himself to everyone. He will be their leader in this training session. He also tells everyone in the class that the behavior of all children and how they live together, their numbers will also be used. Everyone will have to train well. Boys and girls have separate rooms, but they all start to enjoy it. Looking at them, it seemed as if they had come to summer camp. The girls enjoyed themselves after having their makeup done. Then comes the soldier lady, who admonishes all the girls and tells them to close the gate. And now she took them all to the ground, where their first task of training was to hold a gun. But all the students played by holding it, like children playing. Then Lichun admonishes everyone and says that you play like a toy. This is a gun you will have to learn to shoot, which can save your life. After that, their hard training began. All the students were tired from training. Some children were very happy, but some cried a lot that we don't want to stay here. We have to go home. It was also forbidden to bring a phone here. But the same boy who didn't want to come to military training, he hid and brought his phone with him. Shows everyone a video in which the army killed all the animals. Seeing all this, one of his friends says that this is only happening when there's a virus in town. All dangerous animals are killed, so they can't attack people. That means there will be war. When Yeonju left this room, Soldier Lichun is coming here. He says you can't go out alone like this. You have to stay here and do what you have to do. Here, Yeonju also tells Lichun about the boy who brought the phone. Lichun blames him a lot for this. Now when Yeonju went out after saying everything, the boy follows him too, so he can get revenge for his phone. Meanwhile, a big ball is coming towards them. Out came a monster that was very large. He grabs Yeonju and slowly eats him. The monster was also about to grab the other boy, but here comes Lichun and saves him. Once he sees the creature, turns into a ball again. Now that their teacher finds out, she was very worried. Lichun tells the teacher that you will have to hide it. The creature coming out of the ball ate the student. If anyone finds out about it, then everyone will be very worried. We will tell everyone that Yeonju has returned to his house. We see Lichun here, who is very concerned about remembering something. We are shown the previous scene, which we saw at the beginning of the series, when the army people attacked this big ball for the first time. Dangerous creatures came out of it, who had bloodshed everywhere. Many army officers were killed in Lichun's attack. Lichun also learned about it, that those creatures are very dangerous. There we see a teacher who hears this message on the radio. Likewise, 30 large balls fell to the ground. The commander was also in a very bad state when he heard this. Now he orders it for everyone. All students must learn to shoot. We must face a great danger. The student also learned about everything. They were so tired at practice that he sleeps in class. Seeing them in this state, their teacher, they felt sorry for them. Their training is getting harder and harder every day. Now here the boy feels that someone is beating him. When he runs for his life, he sees the great creature in front of him, who should have eaten him. But in the meantime, he wakes up. That means it was his dream. The next day, a test is administered to all students. Lichen begins to assemble the weapon. All students did very well on this test. But the girl here was not able to assemble the weapon from morning to evening. But she is not capable of it. Therefore, everyone started criticizing her badly. But here Lichen is telling everyone that you shouldn't say that. No one fights a war alone. Everyone is in groups and you have to support your friend, who is weak. If you don't, you all die. After that, everyone goes to eat. The boy says about that girl will have to teach her, which she is unable to do. On the other hand, the sphere of which creature came out and ate Yeonju. A boundary wall is built around it, so if the alien comes out again, no one can be harmed. After this, the army led all the students to the shooting range to shoot. As they all pass through town, he sees that the whole city has been deserted. They couldn't see anyone, because the army sent everyone to a safe place. On the way he sees a big hole, into which the same large purple ball fell. When these people were returning, Lichen, he sees everything scattered on the way. He saw the danger. He tells all the students that no one will move from here. He goes to check with his fellow soldiers. Since Lichen was not with the student, Yusit, 2 boys went to the store to buy food. When the teacher learns about them, she went to find them with Lichen, whereupon all the students scattered hither and thither. There was a girl who was going somewhere alone. When he starts picking up the gun from the road, she had a cut hand with her. When she saw this, she was very frightened and screamed. Now they all came to her. There was blood everywhere. Everyone was afraid. When the teacher starts to go a little further, the student stops her and says, "Who knows, it's the same creature that ate Yeonju." Before everyone thought he had gone home. But now everyone knew. All the students were very scared to know about his death. Suddenly small creatures started coming there. The teacher tells them to get out of there, and starts killing them with a gun. But the creature mercilessly kills the teacher. Soldiers also come there to compete with the creatures. The creatures also killed the soldier. His neck was separated from his body. They were all separated in the escape. Some were hidden in the mall, but there were also creatures. As the boy ran, the girl grabbed his leg. The injured girl was asking him for help. But in the meantime, a creature comes and kills him. The girl is shown facing forward, with which the weapon was not fixed. He comes to the mall while running. He closes the door just in time. Thanks to this, her life was saved from these creatures. 3 girls who ran for their lives, and one of them was caught by the creature. Then a lady soldier comes and saves her life, but the creature killed the lady soldier badly. When the girl saw this, she was very frightened, and locks himself in the car. When her friends come over and tell her to open the car door, she was quite afraid that she wouldn't even open the door. Now her other friends go to the phone booth. Save your life and lock yourself up. Creatures came there too, who tried to break the glass. Accidentally the siren rings the girls. Because of their sounds, another creature approaches them. On the other side, some students were hiding in the building. Some students also come to them. Now they decide to find their other friends. On the other side, 2 boys who went to get food. They sat in their entertainment and ate food. They had no idea about the situation outside. Now when he hears the sound of the gun, they start going out. A creature came their way. At first they found the creature very cute. They start playing with him, but suddenly the creature attacks them. Some students are stuck in the parking lot. A student comes to find them. He asks them to come with him, but they refuse. They knew their lives were in danger outside. That is why the creature also came there. Now they will meet him. Now the girls who were in the phone booth also saved Lichen. As the creature was about to attack Lichen, a girl who was already good at targeting, he kills the creature and saves Lichen's life. All students will now gather in the same place, from where these people were separated. When they see the corpses of soldiers and teachers, everyone was sad and started crying. Lichen tells them the truth. He says these balls you know, they contain small aliens, creatures that eat people, and you will all train to compete with them. When I heard this, everyone's condition was very bad. Then there is movement. Everyone also felt that the creature had come there again. When Lichen points his weapon there were 2 boys who went to bring food. Everyone is going back to school. Where did the other students train? They are surprised to see their condition. They didn't know what happened to them. A flashback of Lichen is shown here. The old scene where his senior told him, "There were so many creatures in one ball that they killed half our army. So imagine if those balls hit us at the same time. What would happen and what would we do? So we have to train the students studying in the school. Then Lichen refused, because he cannot endanger the lives of innocent students. But they had no other way. We see the present again, where all the students were concerned. They knew their lives were in danger. They want to go back to their house. Lichen arrives and tells them that the entire city is empty. Your parents have been sent to a safe place. We don't even know where the balls fall in the city. So instead of going out, you are safe here. It is displayed in the army laboratory there. Small creatures were being tested. They found that the little creatures can only be killed with a uranium weapon, and it won't affect adults. At night, all the students decide to run away from here. They go out and find their mom and dad. But on the way, a boy makes a noise. Lichen knew about it. He hung them upside down as punishment. After that, the students didn't stop. They spread the word at school that our life is in danger. We will die. Therefore, all the students left the school and asked to go. All the soldiers try to stop them and tell them to go inside, because their life was in danger. But suddenly a very big ball fell there, in which there were small creatures that attack everyone. They killed everyone mercilessly and tell the students to go inside. But before they could go in, the creatures killed many children. Those with guns were safe. Many students and soldiers were killed when these creatures attacked. And those who remain, they closed themselves off at school. And they cried a lot when they saw the death of their friends. It wasn't safe here either. More creatures were coming. Lichen was about to take the remaining students into the truck and get them out of there. When all the students were sitting in the car, the girl slipped and he fell. Then a creature comes and mercilessly kills her. Everyone was very sad to see her death. Lichen stops the truck, but his supervisor tells him to go ahead, because he didn't want to lay down lives. Other survivors at risk. The city is shown where everything was on fire. The city was completely destroyed. Now 2 trucks left the school. One truck took the students to safety. It brought them to another military camp. When they got there, they couldn't see their other friends, who were in the other truck. Then another truck is shown to us, whose driver was killed by the creature, and their truck was also overturned. One of his friends was also badly injured. Then, when all the students have seen the map, where did they take them? How far is that place? But according to the map, the place was very far away. They cannot travel on foot. Now, since one of his friends was also injured, they decide to stay here, because here he felt that the creature's danger was less. There in the army camp, the other students, who were worried about their friends, they come to Lichen and tell him to find them. There, the student whose truck overturned, he sees a house for the night. Everyone decides to go there, but before they go, mark an arrow on the road, so when someone comes to find them, they can easily find them. At the camp, Lichen talks to his elder to save the children, so he refuses. He says that this work is not necessary now. Lichen, who was very angry, now goes to his commander and tells him that the senior wants us to stay here and not saving the rest of the children. But after hearing this, the commander says no, we have to save them. He goes to one of his soldiers who had the keys to the truck. She talks to him and steals the keys from him and gives them to Lichen, so that he can save the rest of the students. When the other kids at camp hear about it, they also now want to go with Lichen, the girl who was hurt. Now they were looking for medicine for her at home. They get it. That's when a girl was given a packet of chips to eat. In greed, he hides a packet of chips too. No one else could get it. Now the girl who hid the fries and ate them, she sees that some creature has been secretly looking at her. When he sees this, he runs away. The rest of the students also started running after her. They locked themselves in the house. They thought they were saved from creation, but he tried to come from everywhere. But they thought a little calmly that there is only one creature. Everyone locked themselves in the room, but the window there was broken. So they built a box and closed the way there, so the creature can't get in from there. But Lichen, who went to find them in the car, hears a noise from behind, which was from the students sitting in the truck. They also came with him to find their friends. Lichen turns them down and tells them to go back to camp. But they refuse to go and say no. We will not return at any cost, and we want to save our friends with you. Lichen was happy to see their courage. On the other hand, the students who are stuck in the house, where he sees a car and comes and tells him, we can go from here, but he knew that too. The creature is hidden somewhere in the house. If they make a little noise, the alien creature will kill them. Now one of his friends quietly goes to the garage and brings a wrench to open the window from this room and go outside. They are playing a movie in a room in the house and he comes here with this noise. They were actually taking the creature away. Now they quickly open the window and leave. But the creature was very clever, he knew, so follows them. He also knew now that not everyone could escape from here. Someone will have to stay and make sacrifices. Here he talks about leaving a wounded girl, but she didn't want to stop. So now they're playing a game here. Whoever gets the smallest stick stays here and will face the creature. The rest will leave. Now the boy gets a small wand in his hand. which he was afraid to show because he was afraid that if he did, everyone would leave him here. Look, another boy breaks his stick and tells everyone that I'll stay here, you get out of here. Everyone felt bad for him, but they all left anyway. Now there was an alien standing behind the boy and ran for his life. As the boy ran from the creature, there comes the same boy he helped. He came and froze the creature because he knew that the creature could have been frozen. And these two were the same boy who went to the market to find food. There, Lichen also reaches a place with a student where he made the mark of an arrow. They understood that everyone is present here somewhere. There, as the two boys happily came, the creature starts attacking them from behind again. But there came Lichen and he came and saved them. The girl whose aim was very good, she killed the creature with her weapon. Everyone was very happy to meet each other. Lichen brought everyone back to the military camp, where the commander is very happy to see them. Senior also scolds Lichen a lot because he left, saved the child without their permission. Now all are back safe and sound, so they don't say anything to Lichen. The seniors know that he is their brave soldier of the Legion. Gradually, all students began to like this environment. Everyone was very happy with each other. They looked very good in their army uniform. We are then shown a meeting of the army, in which it was said that there are many balls on the ground, in which there are many creatures. We will have to fight them. Half the creatures were killed by our army, but many soldiers of our army also fell in this war. So the seniors of Lichen ordered him to. We were told that you must now take all the students of the school, and to go to the place of those creatures and have to compete with them. When everyone finds out that now they have to go to war, everyone was afraid. Poor people didn't even eat food. They couldn't even sleep properly. They remember their old life here, how well they spent their lives. Just read, sleep, eat, drink. But now their life has changed. Lichen and the commander come to them. Everyone thought that Lichen had come here to scold them, but it wasn't like that. He prepared a delicious meal for them, because he knew that nobody eats properly when they are in trouble. Everyone was in a good mood and everyone was having fun. Lichen tells everyone here that I don't know how long will this creature's war continue. But yes, I promise I won't leave you until my last breath. Everyone was emotional when they heard this. In the morning, everyone was ready to go. Lichen gives the machine to all the students, which he says will tell you about the creatures, and how far they are from you. When they reach the city, they see a lot of broken cars on the road. There they also found a refrigerator from which they started drinking cold drinks. Then he feels something around him. Their machine also started making noise. One of them throws the toy car that is lying there in the middle. Creatures begin to come there with a loud noise, and they all shoot and kill them. But some creatures went home and hid. Now they go to these houses, find the creatures and decide to kill them. As they return home looking for the creature, there they find a lady soldier whose condition was very bad. She hid there for a long time. They all rescued her and brought her out. There, Lichen also found some soldiers. He also rescues and brings them. Then all students collect the corpses of that girl's dead companions, and they thought that if it could happen to them, what would happen to us then? Will we be able to survive in this war or not? As they all sat down to eat the food, the girl gets up, takes a gun and tries to kill herself. Then a girl comes up to her and stops her. But the girl cried a lot and says that my companions lost their lives because of me. They asked me for help, but I saved my life and ran away, and our leader left us. The girl stopping her says if I were you, then maybe I would do the same. Then Lichen comes there. The girl was so angry that now she puts a gun on him and says you are like that too. You also leave them in the middle of the road like any leader, because every leader does the same thing. And when you say that, the girl shoots. Then the commander comes before Lichen, and the bullet hit the commander, but his life was not in danger either. The bullet was only on his shoulder. Now Lichen goes to meet the commander. The commander says it's not the girl's fault. It only happened because of his leader. Lichen then goes to all the students and tells them to return to camp. He says my first responsibility is to save the lives of all of you, because I don't want your lives to be in danger because of me. And whoever thought the leader had left them alone. But all the students also knew that if they left this mission and went back, and they did not kill the creatures, then Lichen gets a very bad punishment from the senior. Here, the girl that Lichen began to like, she was about to tell him what was on her mind, but she could not make out the beating of shame. When he returns to his room, all the girls they were asking her, but the girl tells everyone, when we get back to the military camp, then maybe I'll tell him everything there. There on the roof, the same girl whose aim was very good. He sees the creatures coming there and tells everyone that the next target of those creatures is our base. Now everyone here decides they have to go back, and he must bring another army to compete with those creatures. But some students here say that if we go back, then it will be too late. Hearing this, Lichen and the commander were very happy. They didn't feel that their children were that intelligent. Now he comes up with a plan to plant a bunch of bombs in the building. All the creatures will call there, and then in that explosion, all these creatures die. Then he sees that the creatures can communicate with each other. Lichen tells all his companions that we only have 10 minutes. Whatever we have to do, we have to do it in these 10 minutes. Now they make a lot of noise to summon the creatures to their side. Sometimes they broke car windows. Sometimes they sounded the sirens, from which the creatures were now coming into that building. Meanwhile, a lot of creatures come there. The students who planted the bombs in that building. Lichen comes to them and says you have to finish your work quickly, and he tells the commander to take them all and go to the other building. But no student wanted to go without marrying Lichen. They were getting very emotional, but still the commander saves them and leads them to the other building. But as Lichen was about to leave there, he sees that many creatures passed by him. It was difficult to save him and he was also very injured. Lichen was heavily stuck in that building. He tells everyone in the other building to detonate the bomb. But no student wanted to detonate the bomb. Everyone was crying because Lichen's life was in danger, and he got stuck in that building. No one wanted Lichen to get hurt in this explosion. A girl who has taken a liking to Lichen talks to her using a walkie-talkie. He says you can't leave us like this in the middle of the road. You promised us that you would be with us until the last moment. But Lichen tells her I have no other way but this. When he says that, he turns off the radio. The commander's hands were shaking. He also didn't want to detonate the bomb. But when he sees it, creatures came out of that building. The girl bravely goes to the remote control bomb. The creatures have now reached Lichen. They were going to attack him. We see one last smile on Lichen's face. A bomb explodes in that building. It was a big blast. All the students cried a lot when they saw the explosion. The film recap ends with this sad scene.